Hi guys, welcome to What's the Tea with Dua and Zee. Today is our first episode of What's the Tea, and we've been thinking about starting this podcast
for the longest time, you guys. Literally the longest time.
I was dying to start it, but I was like, is
and
it a joke?
Actually so random, it was just one day we were watching some YouTube videos, random. They weren't even podcasts at that time. It was just random videos, and we're like, Dua, do you want to do a podcast with me?
I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like we've been through some really funny things.
Yeah.
And like,
so
we
thought,
always, when we're with our friends, we just talk a lot.
We're literally called the talkative two. And we don't shut up.
We don't shut up. And so I was like, instead of starting a plain old YouTube channel, we're not going to vlog, we're not going to edit. So like, podcasting is pretty fun. Sounds like
it's so simple. That's what we thought.
Until
we got the mics.
Oh my god.
What a mission that was.
I swear.
What a mission.
Technically, it's just one wire.
Honestly,
but then technically also
there's a lot of tech behind this. And background story, we're so bad at technology, like so bad.
I mean, I'm not as bad. Like I know technology, but I don't know, bro. And you used to edit, like back in school, she used to edit, like
I used to do literally like C++, I don't even know. I used to do like coding and stuff. So obviously I'm not gonna say coding, like my friends are gonna be like, what coding, Habibi? What is this?
No, not but, like, coding.
I mean, I used to do like crazy things. Like I used to make a lot of like stuff,
A lot.
But I mean, it has been 4 years since high school too, but
exactly. And we forgot everything.
It's not even that, it's just like I don't need a laptop or a computer or anything for any of my work. So I don't use it, right? And I just like, if I need to print something, like if my dad wants something printed, he's gonna like be like, Z, print it. I'm like, Ravel, like print it. So I don't do anything. I'm like really bad. I was trying to plug in this laptop to charge, and I got the charger, and it was in the wall, and I was like trying to plug it into the port, and I'm like, it's loose. This is the wrong charger. And
it turns out,
and Dua's like, it's the wrong charger. And then her brother comes. The poor guy, we annoyed him so much for this.
Turns out
he comes and takes it.
Yeah.
And plugs it on the other side. So we were plugging the charger in the headphone jack.
The whole time we thought, we were so confident that it was the wrong charger. We're like, are you stupid?
Like, are you dumb?
This is not the right charger. But
yeah.
Anyways, that was like our little...
So we're like, technology is just me. Technology goes that way and I go that way.
For real. For real. Like, Z is like worse than me. Like, I thought I was bad, but like, she's like really bad.
I think it's selective. Honestly, I just feel like I've made myself accustomed to this because I was good at it. There was a time where I knew my stuff. Like,
and she's a pilot. Like, she should be good at it. That's what I feel.
Yeah, like, I knew honestly, if I'm being honest, I probably still know my stuff. I just don't try. Like, I don't want to do it. So if I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna like put anything in it.
It was pretty bad.
It was not even bad. It was sad.
It was like,
it was actually like upsetting. Like,
it was
I can't believe.
I feel like, honestly, now that we're here, I feel honestly achieved. Like, I feel like this is an achievement, and I feel like we did this with the help of Ravel.
Major help. Major. But like, the thing is, like, you guys might think it's like simple, plug it in and like start talking. Like, that's what we thought it was. It took us a whole 2 days to figure out the software and like both of the mics together, and like
it was weird. Honestly, if anyone knows like a simpler way to just record through the mics,
like, just tell us what to do.
Because
like, what do we do?
Yeah, because this is a mission every time. Like, sometimes it can't export, sometimes the voice is not like right.
It picks up one mic, doesn't pick up the other one.
It's a mess.
You know what the other problem we're having with this is? Background noise.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's your software. I don't know what the issue is. We don't know how to cancel out like background noise. Like, we literally have told everyone to shut up so we can like record this.
Yeah.
Because we don't want it catching it.
Anyways, this is like getting too
Okay,
long.
like,
but
yeah. Let's move on.
So moving on.
Moving
Basically,
on.
we just wanted to start a podcast. We did it.
Yeah, we were
We're here
quarantining
now.
together. We were like together
It's
during the whole
been
COVID thing. We were
3
together for
months.
months.
Yeah,
We were-
4 months, I think. 5 months.
Since March till June, we were together. Do the math. I'm really bad at math.
Yeah.
And then you left in June for Dubai,
Yeah.
and then you came back right now
Yeah.
in August,
Yeah.
and then we've been together again.
Yeah.
So like, I think
The
I mean, we were
whole
together-
time that I was in Dubai, all I could think about was like
starting the podcast.
starting the podcast, because I'm like, this is boring. Like, what am I doing? Like,
Yeah.
it's so boring. My classes were like, obviously I was on break. I was like, what? There's
We need
nothing
to do
better to do.
something,
Yeah.
yeah.
And now I have like a whole month left till my classes start again. So I'm like, okay, you know what?
Let's do this.
It's a good time. We can start.
Yeah.
We can see how it goes. You know, it's not that serious. It's fine.
Like, it's
you
just
know?
like a go with the flow type of thing. It's
Yeah.
just for us, we're making memories together.
We are.
We're making
so
memories together.
I was thinking, I'm like, okay, podcast, okay, we got everything now. What do we talk about? What's our
What are we
topic?
going to talk about?
So we decided, you know what? Everyone kept on going, what's your interest? Like, what do you want to talk? I'm like, literally everything.
like, whoever, like
everything.
everything.
Like,
we
true
laugh at
crime, stories, personal experiences.
and we have a lot. Like
We have a lot of strong opinions about everything.
so many things. On so
Everything.
many things.
So
yeah.
I just felt like we should just we should start with everything, and then whatever, we end up like talking more about, we can just go with that.
Yeah, so it's just like, it's basically like a mix of like everything, like
Yeah.
our stories, like our experiences, like our memories together.
Yeah.
Like we have so many memories.
We've
like,
been together how long, Z?
like 7 to 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
We met in high school, graduated together,
Yeah.
moved. You moved here to Canada.
I came to Canada.
and
And Dua,
stayed.
since high school, was saying, I'm gonna come to Canada. And we're like, yeah, you'll come.
Okay, backstory. My mom and my brothers are very like protective of me, and I've never even been allowed to, like, if you're a Daisy, you know this, like, brown girls, we're not allowed to sleep over at houses, and like,
I mean, I wasn't until a while back, but my mom's become really chill over time. So now
yeah,
she's, like,
no,
doing
my
that.
mom is like, you
She's
know, my
so
mom
chill.
my mom
Ami
is
is
the
so
coolest
chill.
mom ever. But she just has this thing about sleepover. She's like, if you want to come back home at 4 a.m., 5 a.m.,
Yeah.
literally 8 a.m.,
But come home.
come home. You can't
Yeah.
sleep
Yeah.
at someone else's house. And I'm like, it just doesn't make sense, She's like, no, beta, I cannot go to sleep if
Yeah.
you're not home. And I'm like, okay, mom, whatever. And she would, like, stay awake
Yeah,
until
she
I
does,
come
yeah.
home. And so I was, like, not allowed. And then, so when I graduated, before I graduated, I was friends with all these people, and they were all Canadians.
Yeah.
I was like, what are the odds? Like, why do I get all the fucking Canadian... Astaghfirullah. Why do I get all the Canadian people, and now they're all going to move out after they graduate,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
I'm going to be stuck here alone? So I literally, like, talked my mom through it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
and she
listen.
was telling us in school, and we're like, yeah, like when you come to Canada, we'll do this, we'll do that. Like we made so many plans,
We did.
But like, if I'm being completely honest, in school, I was like, yeah, this girl's not coming. There's no way. She
can't
like, I
fucking
don't
sleep
see it.
over.
I'm like, I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
This is not. She's not coming. I'm like, yeah, just talk,
So we did make the most of our
We
time in
did.
Dubai, because no one believed me when I said I'm gonna
Yeah.
come, because I didn't believe myself low key either.
And
but I was
actually,
like,
even a year after, like graduating from school, I was in Dubai. I did a lot of back and forth from Pakistan in Dubai. So
You did.
I did a lot of back
you
and
were
forth.
working.
From
Yeah,
Pakistan,
I remember.
So like we spent so much time. Like two of our other friends did leave earlier.
Yeah.
So they weren't there, but us two, we were together for a while.
So we
after
had like a
school,
group
too.
of 5 people.
Yeah.
One was in America, 2 were in Canada. She went to Pakistan for some work, and I was in Dubai.
Yeah.
And we were connected through just a Snapchat group. which we
Literally,
would
they're
post
called
every
My Day
day.
Ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Every day we talk on it,
Yeah.
like to date. Like,
Yeah, literally.
till now. And
That's where all our updates are. Like, like this is happening in my life.
yeah. Like, we don't even, like,
It's
yeah,
not-
it's cool.
Yeah, it's just like everyone knows what's going
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's like crazy. But we made the most of that time.
We did.
And then after the 1 year, I was just thinking, I was working in Dubai, and I was like, do I want to continue? Do I want to? I'm like, I told my mom, if you want me to study further, you have to send me to Canada. Otherwise, I don't want to study.
I remember that.
And my mom was like, well, don't study that. she's like, you're working.
She's so funny.
She's like, well, you're working, you're fine. You don't have to work even. Like, it's fine. Just like stay here.
Yeah.
And then eventually, she just like, my brothers helped me out, and they were like, you know what, just
like,
send her. Like, what
like
is wrong
we
with
got
you?
the permission part out of the way.
It was mostly your mom and one of our other friends' mom talking to my mom, saying like, yo,
convincing
she's
that
literally
we're here, our family, your family and stuff.
So then she's like, okay, fine, you know what, I trust our family.
So now it came to the applying part.
Yeah. Now, oh my god, what a process. 2 years it took me?
Oh,
2 years,
this
right?
is why we thought she's not gonna come.
Look, I'll tell you something. I'm the type of person who gives up so easily. So first time I applied, I saw the amount of documents I had to collect, and I'm like, screw
do
it.
I want to do this?
Do I really love my friends that much?
Want to go like?
And then I feel like what pushed me was one of my friends was getting married, and she had her nikah done.
And you weren't there for it. Oh, it was so sad.
She was my best friend. Is my best friend. And my heart literally ached. Like, it was so bad that I did her nikah dress. I literally did all her nikah shopping, everything. Because I just wanted to feel like I was there. And then ended up
there was a void. I'm not gonna lie. At the nikah, I was there. Like, we were there. And I was like, oh my god. Like, I cannot believe it's like the biggest day.
Yeah.
And Dua's not here.
Yeah. And so this is 3 months, not 3 months, almost like 6 months before her nikah. She got nikah when?
November last year.
November. And her actual wedding was this year, April.
Year, yeah.
So we were told that she was going to get her wedding done in July. So I was like on it. I'm like, this is when it hit me. And I was like, I have to really get to applying. Right. And so I applied and I got accepted, and I didn't tell anyone.
She didn't tell us. And okay, so I talked to Dua, and
on her nikah day.
On the nikah day, we were talking. I was like, yo, don't worry, I'm here. Like, I'm doing everything and all of that. So we were talking, and she's telling me about like how she was just asking me about jackets. Okay, like,
I'm like, see, I love your jacket.
Like, oh, like,
where'd you get it?
Cute. Is it warm? Like, in the winter, like, what kind of jackets do you guys wear? And I'm like,
She's like, it's Dubai, girl. You don't need this jacket.
Like,
I'm like, I'm just asking. I might go to Islamabad. She's like, bro, even Islamabad, you don't need this jacket. I'm like,
so I didn't say anything because like our two friends were there, right? So I don't want to spoil it because I had a feeling. So literally a few days after we were talking. Home. Like, it's just us two now. We're on video call. We're, like, on literally Zoom or something. Yeah. And we're talking, and I'm like, you know what? Like, Dua, like, do you think I'm stupid?
like, she confronted me straight up. She's like,
think I'm stupid? Like, I know you're coming. She's like, no, I'm not coming. And I'm like, you think I'm stupid? Like, I know you're coming. Like, just tell me the date. I'm gonna pick you up. If you don't tell me the date, I'll be so mad. Like, I want to be at the airport.
I remember.
And she's like, okay, fine, you got me.
Yeah, I'm like, fine. You know what? Like, it's only gonna be easier for me, to be honest. Like, if one person knows.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? Girl, I made it. And she was like partying. She was like so happy, so excited. And then I came here, no one knew, literally no one knew.
Yeah, and take this in, I was seeing you after 2 years.
Yeah.
Because I left.
Yeah.
And I was seeing her after 2 years. I remember at the airport.
But she had like the worst time of her life without me.
Oh my god.
I remember we were
talking.
Was
so sad.
We were talking, we were like, oh my god, I wish I was there for you. And I was like, yo, like my heart.
So those 2 years, there's just something that was going on in life, right? So it was like one of my bottom, like, moments, like my lows, yeah? So it was like rock bottom type shit. So I was like, oh my god, like, I don't have my best friends here. Like, what is this? Like, what is this bullshit? And she wasn't even
best friends. You had the two, but you didn't have me. And me and you were just like really close.
Yeah. Like, they're gonna kill me. I'm not gonna say.
No, I know. Like, we're just really
It's just
close.
a different thing. Like,
yeah. She opens up a lot a lot to me. Yeah. About her feelings, and like, it's just how it is.
I do have like another best friend in like Pakistan too. So like it's these two, or wo Pakistan mein hai, and she's in Dubai, and I'm just like,
yeah,
okay, man. I got
No,
the
but
shits.
honestly, like,
But honestly,
you
I'm
got,
kind of
like,
glad.
people.
I had so many people.
Yeah.
I had like my like Waterloo gang, and
Yeah.
bro, these guys,
Helped you out, yeah?
my boys, bro.
I know.
My boys. Were
Like, major respect for them, because handling
and you know,
this
Loki,
girl is pretty...
it was a mission. I felt so
it's-
bad for them.
yeah.
But you know, like, I'm kind of like, I don't know, if I think about it, I'm kind of glad. I don't want you to see me like that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
I don't think I'd be able to,
you wouldn't
honestly.
be
I'd
able to,
probably
and you'd be like you'd slap me. Like,
Yeah.
You'd be like, get on your senses.
Yeah.
What is this
I'm not an
bullshit?
emotional person.
Yeah,
I'm more practical,
yeah.
and I am an emotional person when it comes to certain people,
Yeah.
but I'm not emotional generally. Like, if you're telling me something about yourself, I'll listen to it, and then I'll
Yeah.
be like, okay, now
No, you would have gotten
Come out of
emotional
it.
too, but you would like. I don't think you would want to see me like that, and
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't get to see that.
Yeah.
Like, cause look at me now, I'm like lit, bro.
yeah. I just feel like the energy in this room
It's astronomical.
No, I just feel like, yeah, that was just like another reason why I was just dying to see her.
Yeah.
And then she came to pick me up.
Oh my god, at the airport. I
with
literally-
one other friend.
Another friend, and I'm like, can you please, like, I wanted like an Instagram like post, you know, like those cute ones when like you get reunited. I want that. So like he was recording a video, and I see Dua, and I run for it. Okay, I literally run for it
Cutest
as soon as
video
I
of my
saw her
life.
walk out that door.
So cute.
And I literally grab her, I lift her up, I do the whole twirl and everything. I'm like, ah, baby's here. Like,
We were crying. It was so cute.
like I shed tears. I don't
shed
shed tears. I'm
tears.
not like that type of a person. But
Honestly, like, it was like this was the day I knew my friends loved me. Literally.
and the other two reactions, because they didn't see it. Like no one expected
No
Dua
one
to come
expected
to
it.
Canada, right? So now we go surprise our other friend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, like I was just in like Mississauga. Like I want to see you. I miss you.
Not Mississauga, bro. Toronto, York.
No, I told her I'm gonna be in Mississauga, so I'm coming to Toronto because that's like
Yeah.
I'm free. Like I want to
Yeah,
see
yeah,
you
yeah.
today. And she's like, okay, fine, come see me. I pick her up from like literally a
You
bus
said
station.
the funniest thing she said and the smartest thing was she's like, I want to give you your wedding gift too.
Yeah, I'm
Your
like, I wanna give
nikah
you-
gift.
I want to give you your nikah gift and everything. So she comes, sits in the car, and we're like, she's like, oh, I miss you. Oh my god, I miss you.
I
too."
was
It's,
hiding
like,
in the
small
back
talk,
seat.
and she's hiding.
Under like a really
Literally,
big jacket.
like, we put like I put so much shit on her,
So-
so I don't
I
want her
swear.
to see. And I don't even know if she could breathe.
I swear, I was like dying to get out.
Yeah. So now I'm like, oh, let me just grab your nikah gift, right? So I pretend like I'm grabbing it,
And she
Dua
turns
just
around too.
pops out like surprise, and that girl, I shit you not, lost it. She gets out, she's like, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me.
No, she for a good like 2 minutes was just staring at me, and like tears are
Yeah.
coming down. She's like, Dua, and
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
And
I'm
then
like,
she starts running around the car. She's like, "Don't touch me! Don't touch me!"
and it's
like
I'm telling you, it was snowing outside. It was freezing cold. This
She came in
girl-
December, so it was like freezing.
Yeah, this girl ran out, literally running in the parking lot, like literally going
Yeah.
crazy, screaming.
It was so funny.
Dua's here, and she was screaming. And then finally, she gave me a hug. Like after
Yeah.
like an hour,
Literally, like it was 20 minutes of like circling the car,
and I'm like, just hug me. Like I'm here to see
Yeah.
you.
It was so insane.
Yeah.
And then we went to our other friend at night.
Oh my god,
So
her
when we-
reaction was insane too.
That video, it's
Kills
literally
me.
the funniest. And she sits in the car now, and then we're like talking, and then Dua just goes like, "Boo," okay, and she's like, "What the fuck?"
What? And tears again coming down.
All of us had tears. Can you believe it?
Like,
We
it
cried,
was-
like, what is this?
It was so funny because she's the most like
Insensitive.
cold-hearted.
She like doesn't
Like
give a shit.
seriously, no
she doesn't
shit.
give a shit.
I could literally tell her that I'm dying, and she's gonna be like, "Get it together, girl. Like, get it together." You
I
know.
love her.
But she was crying, and I was like, "Bro, do you guys love me that much?" Like,
Like, okay, so you know with her, you could like sometimes you could tell if it's a fake reaction. She'd be like, haha, yeah, oh my god.
Yeah.
But that was
what do you mean? Sometimes
real...
majority 70% of the time, it's just like fake. She's like, ha ha ha. Like even if you're joking, she's like,
Yeah,
you know, you
but
can
that
tell.
was so genuine and it was so crazy. Like it was insane.
Yeah, even her parents.
I got
like,
scared.
Her parents were like, "There's no way." They're like, "Are we
Yeah.
in Dubai?"
We're like, what is happening? It was actually crazy. The whole day we were like, Dubai girl, like you're in Canada.
Dubai girl.
Like how? How did you make it?
I remember I was staying with my friend that's getting
and we're
married.
like, can you open your passport? Like, did you
Yeah,
get it
yeah.
legally?
She's like, "What ship did you come in?"
Like how? We didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
None of us saw it coming, honestly. I knew she was coming and I didn't see it coming. But that's like how she that's how Dua got here. And then it's literally so sad because like her luck is just so bad. COVID started.
Bad. Literally 2 months in.
She went to school for 2 months.
3 months.
2-3 months. Enjoyed for 2-3 months.
Lit.
COVID.
So I love Toronto, by the way.
COVID. And now we're in quarantine. And I'm like, babe, come live with me.
Yeah.
And now we're living together, taking care of a household, because my parents are not in the country. They've been out for like 8 months now or something.
More, bro. Honestly, come back. Ami, if you're watching this, please come back.
Your daughter can't do this no more. Can you see this?
Yeah. Well, clearly we have enough time to make a podcast, but still.
Honestly, I'm over this life. Wallah, this mom life is not for me. It's so difficult. So difficult. But we started running the house together.
Yeah. So I was the mom and she was the dad, basically.
Yeah.
Basically.
She's
so I wake up and I'm like, because I love cooking, so I cook.
Yeah.
And then she'd wake up and I'm like, can you go get this?
For the first month, you weren't here.
Yeah.
So actually, you came in March. Mom left in like Feb. So like the whole like month, she wasn't here. So I was the mom and the dad of like the whole house. And it was, when I say difficult, it was
This
difficult.
girl went into depression, you guys. Like she was.
But the thing is, I was handling it.
No,
like,
but you were so sad.
Okay, me
she
personally was like, I went to shit.
Yeah.
Like personally, I just went downhill. But the house and everything was running well.
Yeah,
like there was food on the table every night. Like I cleaned the house every night.
Yeah.
Like I made sure like, you know, everyone's praying namaz. Like I did the chores and everything was getting done.
Mm-hmm.
But like my mental health just went like what?
Yeah.
Like it took a jump, you know? And then she came and she saw this and like even the first week she was like, yo, like are you okay? Like is everything okay?
I remember.
And I'm like, yo, honestly, like I can't do this. And the backstory to this, you guys, is I've never stepped foot in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I've never cleaned shit except for my room.
Yeah.
I am just not that type of person. Like, call me privileged, whatever. But like, my mom has always like done everything. Even in Dubai, we didn't even have to do anything.
Yeah.
And right before this, I was in Dubai. I was in Pakistan. We have like maids and everything, and like I've never had to really do anything. I do help my mom around in the house. Obviously, I'm not a spoiled brat or anything.
Yeah.
Like, but it's so much different. And my mom's like,
like
can you
chores,
do this?
like okay, dishes
like
dishes are on you today, you know.
Like, yeah, like it was like that, so that was fine.
Yeah.
And now I just have this whole household to, like on my shoulders to carry, and I was like, it was so difficult for me. The first time I cooked something, I cried.
Yeah, because it tasted bad.
I was like, oh, like I got everyone hyped. I'm like, I'm gonna make Chinese today. I'm gonna make Chinese, and like everyone's so
remember
excited.
she messaged me asking me for the recipe because
so
I made it at home.
So she sends me a recipe, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Like I got this. I made it. Looks wise, it looked pretty good. Like it looked like Chinese, you know. It was there. And now I'm like, oh, like let me just taste it, right?
Yeah.
I take a bite, and I'm like, oh. I take a bite of the rice, and I'm like, oh. And I'm like, and I literally don't do anything. I close it, clean the whole kitchen after, like, you know, the mess I made from cooking.
Oh
I come sit on the couch, and I'm just sitting there staring. And I had a friend over, and like my brother, and they're like, are you okay? And I'm just looking at them, and that's it, like tears. And they're like, whoa, like what happened? And I'm like, you guys, we're gonna have to eat out today. And they're like, what happened? And I'm like, we can't eat this Chinese. And they're like, why? And I'm like, it's not edible. And I'm crying, like full crying. And they're like, what happened? I'm like, I'm so sad. Like I wasted so much food. Like Allah's gonna be so mad at me. And I'm just crying. And I'm like, I'll never be able to cook in my life.
If you know Zee, Zee's a drama queen. She's dramatic.
It was so funny.
And she's just a little too dramatic when she's emotional.
Yeah.
So like imagine thinking
so
that you're
funny.
like not gonna be able to cook for like
And I'm like, my
months
mom's
to come.
gone. How am I gonna get food on the table?
Yeah.
I have to be on budget. Okay. I can't eat out every day. Like we gotta do something. And I'm just sitting there crying, and they're like, it's okay, this is how you learn, this is a process. And I'm
I
like,
love your brothers, by the way. They were so
"No."
supportive.
Yeah, I'm like, no, you guys, I'll never be able to cook. They're like, you have to try. And I'm like, I'm never gonna cook again.
And then what did I introduce? I introduced Sean
Masale.
And
I
honestly,
swear to God, I
God
would like to
bless-
dedicate this video to Sean.
relax.
Like,
But
literally
Sean
saved my
Masale-
life. Because the first thing I made after that was
Bless him.
kadai, and these guys had a bite, and they're like, "Whoa!"
Because the expectations, guys. Let's also think about relax.
But it was really good. I'm not
going
gonna lie.
from like a horrible dish
They didn't even eat it though.
to like Sean Kadai. Sean Kadai is just, and this girl, I'm telling you, disrespects Kadai. We cook when we're in the kitchen together. We also just like
we
thought
don't
of
agree
making.
on- we don't agree
We
on-
also thought of making a cooking video, and it
because
didn't
it's
work
really
out.
funny when we cook. She's like, "You have to do it this way." And I'm like, honestly, no one gives a
She
shit.
does everything together, guys. She puts garlic, oil, chicken, onion, tomatoes all together, uncooked.
Okay,
and cooks
obviously,
it
like
together.
one by one. Like I
Like
wait
it's
for it.
not what
I
one
don't
by
wait
one.
for
1
it.
second is not a wait. A second is not like you. It takes
I
you
have
a
a lot
second
to do.
grab
I
another-
have a lot on my plate. Okay, I
Doesn't
don't
matter,
have time.
girl. Like you're cooking. What the hell? There's like a procedure. You gotta go with oil, heat it, garlic, heat it, onions, brown them, then
It tastes
chicken.
good at the end of the day. That's all that matters.
Does not to me. If I watch the process,
Okay, if you watch the process, you're gonna be like, "What is happening here?" But that was in the beginning. I've actually changed a lot.
yeah.
Like that
So
was
me
like
and her
beginning.
in the
beginning.
kitchen, me and her in the kitchen have a lot of like, let's
Like,
say disagreements, okay? Entanglements.
Like we don't agree on like a lot of things.
So basically, I tell
that
her
was in the beginning though.
Yeah.
You guys, I've gotten so good. Before I
Yeah,
could
now you
only
cook
cook with
really
Sean.
good.
Now I'm like, hit me with a YouTube video. Before I was like, I can't
follow a
comprehend
YouTube video. She couldn't. That's
I couldn't.
facts.
It literally said 1 teaspoon, and I'm like, I don't get it. Like I don't. Get
I remember
I literally
like,
did.
it literally she would call me, be like, watch this YouTube video and tell me how to make it.
Yeah, literally. I don't know. It was just something in my head.
And I'm like, it's
And my
there.
mom was so useless in this whole process. I'm like,
Don't
"Oh,
say
like,
that.
Can you tell me what to do? She's like, just YouTube
What?
it. Food
Yeah.
fusion. I'm
Yeah,
like,
food fusion was an
Amy's
obstacle
go-to.
in our life.
And I was like, no, I can't do it. And now
When
I love food fusion.
when I moved to Canada and I had to cook by myself, I used to call my mom because my mom cooks great food. My mom hates cooking, but she cooks great food.
Yeah.
So I would ask her, Ami, like, how do you make this? She's like, Beta, food fusion pe dekh lo. Beta,
Ami says the
YouTube
same
pe
thing.
dekh lo. And I'm like, Ami, there's a reason I'm not going on Google and I'm calling you.
Yeah.
And because I want the taste that you like, you know, the way you make it. And she's like, Beta, main to jo bhi haath mein aata hai, main
Dal
dal
deti
deti
hu.
hu. I'm like, I mean, this is not the way to go.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's
like-
unfair. I call my friends' moms and they're so like
Helpful.
detailed
Oh
and
my God.
helpful. And you don't even tell me like how much namak I put. You're like, okay, just
अंदाज़े
go with it.
अंदाज़े से डालते हैं हम कैसा अंदाज़ा भाई
Yeah.
like क्या
But
कितने-
now I think my mom has learned. The amount of times
She
I
told you
fought
now?
with her about, yeah, now she's like, go with 1 teaspoon, then gradually increase. And
Oh,
I'm like, okay, fine.
No, but like auntie, like our friend's mom, auntie, if you're watching this, auntie,
She basically.
I love you.
Yeah.
you have like made my life so much easier. She's the sweetest. I literally call her, I'm like, Assalamualaikum auntie, kaisi hai? And she's like, oh beta ji, I'm good.
What do you
want
wanna
to
make?
Like, what are you cooking today?
She already
And I'm
knows.
like, auntie, the pulao, you know, I forgot. And she's like, okay beta, I will tell you. I'm on video call with her. I'm showing her my patili. I'm
Yeah.
showing her my masale, everything. And she's like, okay, like, I'll tell you what to do.
Yeah.
She's so helpful. I literally love. That's how I learned. I told her I'm gonna give her a speech
I remember
dedicated to her on my wedding.
we
That
used
she
to-
taught me how to cook.
We used to call our moms right after.
Yeah, and we're like, you know, you need to learn from auntie. Like,
Yeah.
auntie tells me everything.
Everything. And they would be like, to auntie se puch lo.
Yeah, like
Why do you call us? I'm like, okay, fine.
honestly, I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But like,
yeah.
I feel like this whole quarantine and COVID, like I have grown so much as a person, and like I started off with that depression, yeah, like that
Yeah.
where I was like, don't talk to me, don't freaking look at me, like I
Yeah.
hate everyone and everything, I hate cooking, I hate cleaning, like that's how I started off, and now I'm like chilling, like I'm so good now, like I don't mind cooking. I wake up, like I can cook pretty fast now, like I've gotten like the hang of it. I know like how much salt to put now, like, you know, like there's so much. I know how to take care of like sick kids. Like I've been raising 3 kids, like my younger siblings, and when I say they're kids, like literally, like
No, they're not.
they don't do shit.
Yeah. They're kids
That's what I mean.
mentally.
Mentally they're kids.
Physically,
like,
they're adults.
yeah, they're literally like the youngest is 13.
Yeah.
And I have to take care of them. And I've like, I've been through so much during this whole like COVID thing that I feel like I've grown so much, and
I feel like that too, honestly.
So much.
When I first came here, it felt like Z literally was like, nothing changed about her. But during quarantine, I saw her becoming so much more responsible. She was thinking about like consequences. Like, okay, if I do this at this time, okay, then this girl has to wake up at this. Okay, so I have to do this accordingly. You know, like she's more of a planned person now. Where before we were just carefree. We didn't care. Both of us, honestly. Yeah. But now we have to think about it. We're like, okay, we need to be home by this time because you know what, the kids are.
And like, you know, like budget. Like I learned how to budget. I learned how to like cook. I learned how to like take care of the whole house. Like I learned how to like time management. Like I learned so many things. So
diced tomatoes, guys. If you don't know, diced tomatoes exist.
Lifesavers.
Don't even. Oh my god! Don't get me started.
Go to Walmart, Freshco, whatever. Okay. Go to like those aisles. There's like tin cans, and there's diced tomatoes, and literally you bring it home, and whenever you need tomatoes, you're gonna open it up, take out your tomatoes, use it.
They're peeled and diced. Perfect for everything and anything.
Yeah, and it tastes the same. Literally, there's no difference.
It's better, honestly.
Our pastas are really good.
Our pastas are really good with those. Yeah, I feel like the normal tomatoes sometimes you don't get a good one.
Yeah.
Like, they're not juicy enough.
Yeah. No, but diced tomatoes are really good. I mean, like, I feel like if someone's, like, using, like, some organic-ass tomatoes, they're gonna be like, yo, you don't know real, like, shit.
How's the battery running low when, it's
Don't do this to me right now. But, diced tomatoes are lifesavers. I feel like they've done a lot
So, anyways, our topic was depression, going out of it.
Coming out of it.
Yeah.
I feel like
it was a process.
Played like a huge role in it. Like, cause when she came, I had, like, when she wasn't here, it was all me on my own. Like, I didn't have anyone else helping me around the house. It's just me taking care of everything. Like, I used to like get into a fight with my siblings all the time because I'm like, literally, pick up your plate and put it in the sink, and they didn't comprehend it. I don't know. Like, I don't know what signal was going where.
Remember, we had like family meetings.
Like, we had meetings, and like. No one, like, it was just, I was on my own. And when she came, it's like, she took half of, like, my burden. And, like, she helped me. And she did so much around my house. And I was like, yo, I feel like we're, like, a married couple. Like, we're taking care of, like, a house. Like, it was so cute. And, like,
it's, like, one of my best memories with you. Because, honestly, I'm not the type of person who just sits. Like, I just can't, right?
Okay, what's this happening is, like, with really annoying now.
So, I'm, like, literally always, I'm the type of person who likes to, like, you know, just do work around the house because I just can't sit home and do nothing. And I have like very slight OCD, like very, very minor. Like, I need things clean. Like, before I sleep, I need the dishes done.
Yeah.
So I need the bed made.
So what happened? Okay, I remember. So that week when Dua came, like, I don't know, I was over everything, right? I was like, you guys do shit on your own? Like, 2 days. It was the 2 days. Like, right before Dua came, it was the 2 days where I was like, because before that, I just went psycho because I can't go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep if the lounge was messy and if, like, the kitchen was messy. I can't sleep. Like, it bothers me so much. Like, I can't do it. So, I would literally clean the whole lounge and the whole kitchen and everything. And, like, you know, I would come upstairs. I would maybe come down for water or something. And it's a mess again. And this is like, I've cleaned it twice already. So now I'm like, okay, like, I have to clean this again. So I would clean. And then I just went psycho. Like, I lost it a little bit. Like, I lost my shit a little bit. So I'm like, screw you. Live like this. You know, like, all of you, like, you do the dishes. So I told them, I'm like, you guys are doing the dishes. And Dua came. And how was the sink after that? Okay, so with us, like, me and Dua, you, like, you know, after you do the dishes, you clean out the sink. Like, that's what normal people do. Like, you just, it's just a thing. Like I don't have to tell you to do it. Like, if you're doing the dishes, you clean the sink.
Yeah.
These guys didn't do it for 2 days. So imagine. Like, it was insane. A mess. And Dua came and she's like, what is happening in this household right now? And I was like, I gave up. Like, I'm gonna die. Like, that's it.
I was like, if Ami was here, she would have literally killed us. Like, literally me and her. Because
she would have killed us.
She would have been like, you guys are, like, in the house.
What is, like,
what's happening? Cause before she left, she's like, Dua, are you sure?
Like, yeah, she asked us so many, are you sure you guys can handle this? And we're like, go on me, just go.
We're like,
You're not
we
even
honestly
going.
low-key didn't believe her. We didn't think she would go.
has been telling us that she's gonna go to Pakistan and stay with my dad for like the past 3 years.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I
the
was
past 3
told.
years.
So I
Like,
hyped
the past
her.
3 years. Like, every month she's like, okay, I'm gonna go with dad. Okay, I'm gonna go with dad. Okay, I'm gonna go with dad. And we're like, yeah, go.
Yeah.
And then when she was actually going, I'm like, oh shit. Like,
No, because we would literally tease her every
Yeah,
time
we're
she's like, I'm going. We're like,
And
yo,
we're like,
yo,
okay, go.
get a ticket first.
yeah, get a ticket first.
And she actually got the tickets like 2
Like,
days before.
I swear.
We were like, did you actually? We were so sad.
Oh my god, I was so sad at the airport. I hit the car.
Oh my god. I don't know where this girl was at. So there was a dead. Can I tell the story?
It wasn't dead, it was alive at the
Okay, so what happened was.
Okay, 1 second. Backstory, I'm terrified of rodents, snakes, bugs. Like,
Anything.
I'm
Animal.
terrified. I'm not scared of anything, but bugs and stuff, I can't. Like, I'll die.
Rats. Yeah. So we just stop at the airport. This girl is supposed to, as any driver would,
And we're in
when
2
you
cars.
stop,
We're in 2
brake,
cars.
park, So the other car is in front of us. She's driving the second car, and this girl decides not to park it. She just her foot is on brake. Okay, good enough. You do you. What happens is there's a rat outside on the road, and we see it from the window. And we're like, there's a rat. And like I get out and I run from me. I'm like, oh, there's a rat.
Yeah.
No, actually I was in the car.
You got out, though. By that time, you were out. You weren't in the car.
So I ran. I'm like, oh, there's a rat. Like, I'm being funny, right? And this guy behind her, our other friend, was sitting in the passenger seat. He gets out. Her windows are down. And he goes like, the rat is in the car. And she puts her foot up as any other person who's scared of rats would do.
I just reacted. It was like so like automatic, like reflex. Like, my legs came up and I literally turned around like, what the hell is wrong with
And
you?
for like literally
and
within
I turned,
a few seconds.
and I'm not even looking. Like, I turned. I'm like, what is wrong with you? And I turned back,
and the car is in the other car.
and my car is literally in my other car. And like, I was in like a sedan, and the other one was an SUV. So nothing happened to that one.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
No, but
and
still.
everyone's staring at me, and I'm like, whoa.
And Ami gave her the look like,
are you stupid?
what did
Like,
you
are you
just do?
dumb? Like, why?
And our other friend that day had
had an accident
in the
too.
morning. And he was like
He was
so
sad.
sad
And
about
he's never
it.
sad.
So
He
he
was so
literally
upset.
had PTSD, I feel like. After that.
So I get out, okay, and I move my car back. I get out and I go look at the bumper, and it's broken. I broke the bumper, and it's my brother's car, and my brother, like, his car is his wife. Like, it is his wife. Like, he's in love with it.
Not only wife, bro, it's his life.
It's his life. It's his everything. Like,
He
his
gave
car
his
is
car
his
a
everything.
name. He literally like upgrades his car every other month.
Like,
he
he
washes
loves
it,
that
cleans
thing.
it, like microfiber and like
Yeah, I don't even know
like,
what. So he loves that car, and now I'm like, I get out and I look at him. He's like, "What did you do?" And I'm like, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do I do? And Ami's like, Beta, what did you do? And I'm like, Ami,
I don't know.
it was an accident. And she's like, okay, it's okay. And now Ami's like saying Allah Hafiz, she's leaving for Pakistan.
Like,
and now she's like, just get it fixed. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And now I'm just like shook, like, what just happened to me, right? And I have to drop Dua back to Toronto where she was staying.
Yeah.
And then I had to drop our other friend, the one with the accident, off as well. And I had another friend with us, like, who was gonna stay like with me, like, during the ride, right? So now I'm like, okay. And now Ami's like, okay, you guys, like, you leave. Like, you have to drop Dua to Toronto. You have to drop the other friend to Toronto as well. So, like, you leave.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, Allah Hafiz. Like, I say Allah Hafiz. I get in the car. We, like, try to push the bumper in so it doesn't fall off. And now I'm driving. I drop Dua off. And, like, I get out of the car. I give her a hug. And she's like, don't worry about it. And I'm like, yeah, okay. This is pissing me off now.
Why do you think it's doing that?
I think it's just loose from there for some reason.
Don't start with the loose again. Did you put it in the right port?
Yeah, it's charging. Okay, so now Dua's like, don't worry about it. I'm like, okay. And now I dropped my other friend off, and he got into an accident, and he's like, don't think too much about it. I'm like, yeah, you don't think too much about it either. Like, you know,
Like, being
I'm like,
supportive.
honestly, we're like meant to be like, how do we always get into shit together? Like,
Yeah.
we're like talking about like, how does this happen, you know? And then I'm like, okay, don't worry, I'm here. If you want to talk, I'm here. And he's like, don't worry, if you want to talk, I'm here too. And I'm like, okay. So now I leave, and I'm on my way, and I'm silent. Like, I'm always talking, but I was so silent. Like, I was so sad. So now I get to our, like, we were supposed to, like, me and my brother, we were in different cars, right? So we were supposed to meet at one of our friends' house in Mississauga. So we both get to the house, and, like, I drop my friend. I'm like, you go inside. I'm going to park the car and come. And I park the car, and that's it. Like, the tears start. Like, the tears start rolling. And I'm just like, oh my god, my dad is gonna be so disappointed. My mom is gonna be so disappointed. Like, dad's gonna be like, why am I
You and
wasting
your
money?
disappointment.
I swear, I was so sad. I was literally like, just I'm like, Ruben's favorite car. It's his car. Like, it's his love. Like, I can't believe I hit it. Like,
Yeah.
and I hit it into
I
my
can't
new
believe
car. I
he
literally
didn't say it.
the other car that I hit it into, like, it was like a little damage, but it wasn't huge, right? So that car was literally a week old. Like, I
Yeah.
just got that car, and I hit it. So I was like so sad. I just didn't know what to do. I was just crying in the car. I'm like, oh my god. And I'm like, okay. I call my mom. She doesn't pick up. She's at the airport. I don't know what's going on. I get out of the car, and I'm like, relax, you got this. And I'm like, okay. I get out of the car. I go into the friend's house, and, you know, like, Ruben's already told our friend and the mom, like, auntie, the one who teaches me how to cook, how, like, you know, this happened. And I walk in, and the first thing this guy says to me, like, our friend, is like, great driver, wow. And I'm like, yeah. Like, yeah, I know. And auntie's like, beta kya ho gaya? And I'm like, auntie, just I don't know what happened. Like, and she's like, it's okay. Now we start eating, and I don't even want to eat. Like, I'm just having little, like, pieces, right, of chicken. And my mom calls, and I'm like, okay, I need to talk to my mom. And I'm like, I can't talk in front of everyone. I know I'm gonna hear my mom's voice, and I'm gonna, like, the waterfall is gonna start. So I get out of the house. I leave the house. I literally walk out. Like, I just I pick up the phone and I leave. And Ami's like, yeah, baby, like, I just finished security check. I'm at the gate now. And I'm like, Ami, I hit the car. And she's like, it's okay. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry.
The thing is, if you know Z, you know she's very, like, obedient. Like, you
Yeah.
don't do, like, she's like the kid that, like, everyone wants. Literally. Like, she doesn't speed, she doesn't do stupid things, she does stupid things. But there's stupid things that parents would approve of.
Yeah.
And anything she does is to please her parents. Literally,
Yeah,
she's the
so
sweetest kid
I'm so
ever.
upset. I'm crying. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I hit Ruben's favorite car. It's Ruben's love. Like, she's like, it's okay. He flipped your car over last year. He flipped your car over. And I'm like,
That's true.
yeah. That's
Honestly,
so true.
that's
Yeah,
true.
He did flip my car over the year before that. Okay, that's another story. We'll get into
Yeah.
it with Ruben one
Yeah.
day. But, and I'm like, oh, that's so true. And she's like, it's okay, my baby. I was worried about you. The car? Who cares? It doesn't matter. And, like, my dad is messaging me from Boston. He's like, don't worry about the car. Like, nothing happened. Like, it's okay. And, like, they're all like, don't worry. And I'm like, I'm just so sad. And they're like, okay, calm down. Like, we love you. Like, nothing happened. It's, like, not a big deal. I go inside, and, like, Ruben sees my face, and he's like, yo, lighter issues. I flipped yours over.
Yeah. I was shocked.
And I'm
Honestly,
like,
I was so proud of Ruben
I
that
didn't
day.
expect that from Ruben,
Yeah.
you know? Because, okay, when he flipped my car over, the beginning, I didn't give him shit. He went through, like, a depression thing, and I, like, tried to pull him out of it. But after, when he was over, I gave him so much shit for it.
He's so smart, by the way. Like,
So
when
much
it's
shit.
depression right after his accident, no one can even say anything.
Yeah.
We're like, what is anyone gonna say?
Yeah, and, like, we all, like, helped him and everything, but I gave him so much shit after that. I'm like, you freaking flipped my car over. Like, what an idiot. Like, you know? And then
I swear.
he was just like, don't worry, bro. Like, it's okay. Like, I'll get it fixed. We'll figure it out. Like, together we'll figure it out. And I'm like, okay. And, like, we figured it out, man. We, like, got a new bumper and everything. We got everything
That's
done.
actually amazing.
But, like, me leaving, bro, like, it was crazy. Like, I can't believe.
I feel like if we think about like what do you call it when, like, there's, like, an event that happens in your life that changes everything?
A life-changing event.
Like, wow, Z.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Kya matlab?
It's like a life-changing event. Okay, there's a word for it, but okay.
What word?
I don't know it. But I feel like when you think about that for your life, I feel like it is definitely me leaving.
For sure.
Like the highlight.
For sure.
I feel like that just like changed you as a person.
For sure.
That's,
I've literally
like, insane.
become a mother of 3 kids. Okay,
I don't think I've had that still in my life.
Yeah, I know how to cook now. I like know how to handle like a whole household. Like all these aunties, all these Desi aunties, they're like, "Beta, tum to shaadi ke liye you're ready for marriage and everything." And I'm like, "Yeah, auntie, you know, my training is done."
Yeah, literally already taking care of 3 kids.
Yeah.
Plus 1. You know.
You're not my kid. You're my like.
Yeah, still, you know, we take care of each other.
This is love, you know. We're cute. We're actually so cute, you guys.
Yo, you guys, we sleep in the same room, same bed. We can't sleep in different rooms.
We have to be together.
We have to. Yeah, even if there's like...
She left, okay, for like 2-3 months?
Yeah.
2-3 months? I got a teddy bear. And I named it Dua and I put it like in her spot. And every day I would just look at her like, oh, Dua.
We're really weird. Like, we
We're
literally
so
talk.
And you know, we're not sensitive. Like, we're not emotional people.
Yeah.
We're not emotional people. Like, don't hit me with those emotions. Like, nasty. Like, you know, we're not like that. But with each other,
you're still emotional. I feel like you are
yeah,
an
but
emotional
like,
person,
you was even
but
less
I'm
than
not.
me. But like, I'm not like an emotional person. We're not like lovey-dovey. But like, with each other, it's, I don't know what it is. Like,
It's not lovey-dovey. Stop. What impression are you putting out in the
right?
world?
Like, bro, we do cute shit. Like, we have this one song.
Shut up.
Yeah,
You're so cringy.
we have this one song, okay?
It's between us. Like, you can't expose our friendship to the world. What is there left for the people that are around us then?
Okay, fine.
Okay, thank
Chalo,
you.
koi
Oh
nahi,
my
I
god,
really
I don't want you to come
But
back.
like, we're cute sometimes.
We
with each
are,
other.
not sometimes, we're
A lot
cute
of
all the
times,
times, honestly.
We're cute.
All the times, English very best.
Very best. 50-50.
Oh my god. But yeah, we've like exceeded our limit.
Did we?
Of 30 minutes.
Oh my god, that's literally so long.
And
But yeah,
we
that's
didn't
our
even
friendship.
talk about like the main things.
What do you want to talk about?
Like how we met, like where we went, where we were from, nothing.
You know, this whole thing was so unorganized. It jumped from cooking to ammi to car.
It went. I don't understand
to-
how it went from depression to tomato,
To
diced
depre-
tomatoes.
Diced tomatoes. Sean. Like, I don't get it.
Sean pulled us out of depression.
Sean did. For sure. I'm not gonna lie.
But
hands
diced
down.
tomatoes.
Diced tomatoes, bro, they're like, you guys need to buy diced tomatoes.
Anyways, this
But
was it for today's podcast.
That was today's tea with Dua Zee.
Yeah, that was a lot of tea.
That was a lot of
Honestly,
tea.
please keep it safe with you because we don't want people gossiping. But yeah,
But yeah, that was today's tea.
hopefully next time we film, we're gonna
Yeah.
be a lot more organized, and
We just have a lot. You know, we have a lot to talk about.
we have a lot. to
That's the
talk
problem.
about.
The problem is we just have a lot to talk about. We don't know what to do, what to say, like when to say
The
it.
thing is, we're talking to a camera, a mic,
And literally, we're like, it's like full-on conversation.
full-on conversation. I love
And they're
that.
never ending.
Love that, honestly. Next time, hopefully, we're gonna
Yeah.
pick out a topic of like something in specific, like what's
Yeah, for sure, for
around,
sure.
like you know, something.
This
that
was just
we're-
like a first one, right? So like we're still like
just like knowing, you know,
they
who
didn't
we
even
are.
get to know us though.
Are you crazy? They know you have 3 kids now. What
That
else
is
do you
true.
want them to know?
That is true. I don't know.
It's fine.
Yeah, they don't know the trivial things.
Yeah, it's fine.
They know
You
me,
should
they
always
know
keep
me.
something for next time.
That's true. I agree.
You know?
Okay, yeah.
It's
yeah,
alright.
for sure.
Great. So this was it for today's podcast. Thank you for
Super
watching.
fun.
If you did watch,
Yeah.
if you got to this point,
If
50
you
minutes is a
reached
long
here,
time.
Then like congratulations.
Wallah, that's
And
like an
message
achievement.
me, let me know so
Yeah.
I know who's the real one.
I swear, follow her on her Instagram. She's a pilot, does
Oh,
really cool
yeah.
things,
Yeah.
posts really cool things. And yeah, hopefully we'll catch you guys next time.
For sure.
Bye.
Bye.